Counselor Sharon Voss slammed the gavel. Holographic displays flickered to life across the Galactic Council chamber, faces of a dozen species materializing in panic. Frontline World Epsilon 9 has gone dark, Sharon announced. No signals. No survivors reported. Gasps rippled through the feed. Director Lyris Nall leaned forward, her tentacles coiling. Worse. Intercepted enemy. Doctrine. They flag humanity as the priority trigger. Activate Earth protocols. Neutralize before escalation. Sharon's scales tightened. The chamber erupted. We isolate them. Sharon cut in. Close door vote now. Block all contact with Earth. Quarantine human channels. Eyes dominated the tally. Marshal Kethral nodded grimly. I'll authorize a covert strike. Erase the evidence before they notice. Sharon's claw hovered over the seal. She pressed it. Order dispatched. Alarms blared. A jump signature pierced council space. Human diplomatic vessel inbound. Comms crackled. Envoy Mara Kincaid hailing. Sharon froze. They'd come anyway. Armed guards blocked the corridor bulkhead, plasma lances humming. Ambassador Mara Kincaid strode forward, datapad in hand. Stand aside, she said. Civilian lane protocols, Article 47. My vessel rerouted legally. Deny me and you jam 1,000 freighters. The lead guard's mandibles clicked. He scanned her pad. Credentials flashed green. They parted. Sharon Voss watched from the shadows, scales prickling. How? The quarantine vote was sealed minutes ago. Kincaid locked eyes across the deck. Counselor Voss. A word. Sharon straightened. Ambassador, this level's restricted. Follow me to briefing room 7 for the prepared update. Kincaid didn't slow. No scripts.
Real casualty figures. Epsilon
9. On record now.
Sharon's claw tapped her comm. Security. Escort the ambassador out. Guards converged. Kincaid sidestepped, projecting her datapad onto the corridor's public holowall. Fleet signatures blinked red. Council's missing squadrons. Tracked cold. Gasps echoed from passing aides. Sharon's vents hissed. Joint war room seat, Kincaid said flatly. Or I broadcast this cover-up to Earth.
Your choice. Alarms whooped.
Marshal Rao's voice crackled. Enemy signatures inbound. Admiral June Park slammed the corrupted sensor dump into his aggregator. Fragments bloomed into a live threat map on his hollow screen, enemy raid vectors knitting together despite the glitches. Council analysts bickered in the adjacent feed. Data's too noisy. Discard it. Park ignored them. Patterns emerged. Micro-jumps fainting core worlds. Real strikes probing flanks. He traced the rhythm. Next targets, Theta, 4 Depot, New Relay Chain, and Dead Node Zeta 9. Marshal Kethriel's hologram flickered in. Zeta 9? Council marked it irrelevant. No traffic. Exactly. Park pinged his task group. Vanguard Squadron, stage at Zeta 9. Silent running. Keth's frills flared. Human ships alone? Absurd. Park spun up a tabletop sim. Enemy icons swarmed. He dragged Keth's interceptors into position. Commit here. Flank the carrier. Keth hesitated, then nodded. Fine. For data. Hours later, Park's map pulsed green. Vanguard pounced from the dead node. Torpedoes breached the enemy command carrier's shields. Grapples locked. Marines boarded. Keth stared at the feed. Intact capture. How? Park leaned back. Broken data, still data. Interrogation feeds crackled live. Enemy secrets spilling. Counselor Sharon Voss jabbed a claw at the hollow screen. Lyris traced the Zeta. 9 intel back to source. Now. Director Lyris Nall's hologram shimmered, her tendrils coiling tight. Classified channels, Sharon. Human capture was luck. Sharon overlaid the raw dump. Forged timestamps glowed red. Council encryption layered over enemy scraps. Tampered. Your office. Lyris's eyes narrowed. Internal blackout. All feeds locked. She keyed a private comm. Framed the intercept. Human aggression. Unsanctioned boarding. Sharon's frills spiked. She slammed the emergency beacon. Open council session. Live record. Lyris, you answer here. The chamber filled with holographic delegates. Murmurs swelled as Sharon broadcast the tampering signatures. Director, explain trading nav codes for votes. Lyris blanched. Mischaracterization. Alarms blared. Sharon's console flashed. Human Task Group nav cores wiped. Stranded at Zeta. Lyra smirked faintly. Protocol engaged. For security, Sharon's claws dug into her podium. The enemy wasn't the only one steering ships into ambushes. Mara Kincaid's finger stabbed the override key. The Council's emergency feed hijacked mid-alarm, her face filling every holoscreen from Zeta 9 to Sol. Council delegates, this is Ambassador Mara Kincaid, Sol Accord envoy. Her voice cut through the chaos, steady as a carrier wave. Human Task Group at Zeta, 9 reports, nav core sabotage, enemy signatures confirmed in the wipe, Council encryption overlaid. No human aggression. Repeat, no unsanctioned action. Sharon Voss's hologram flickered beside her, frills rigid. Ambassador, stand down. This breaches protocol. Protocol locked out my channels first. Mara patched in raw sensor logs. Tampered timestamps pulsing red. Earth Command Allied Fleets, Zeta, 9 perimeter holds. Sabotage field active. Microjumps viable per contingency Delta, 7. Request immediate status from Admiral Park. No panic. Coordinates follow. Lyra Snall's tendrils lashed her console. Traitorous broadcast. Cut her... Mara locked the feed with Sol overrides. Council, your intel chief traded nav codes. Evidence appended. Earth arrives on facts, not pleas. Stand by for compact draft. The chamber holograms froze. Mara leaned back, eyes on the ping. Park's fleet signature blinked live. Earth listened and moved.